We advise the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Everything we listen to, everything we watch, everything we read, everything we wear. Behind all our favorite things, there is an author, an artist, an inventor. Genuine, real, original. Pushing the limits of imagination and innovation for our comfort, our enjoyment. Making life interesting. Enjoy their efforts, respect them. They help shape our world.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Intellectual Property. I'm your host, Attorney Sara Suguitan. Joining me tonight on the set are two representatives from the Philippine International Franchising Association to talk to us about the importance of trademarks in franchising. But before I give you that discussion, let me have some news first from the Intellectual Property Office. The Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines is preparing the country for the accession to the Madrid Protocol, a treaty that will allow Filipino brands access to global protection for their trademarks. IPOPHIL will host the formal launching on March 9 and 10 in Makati. A delegation from the UN agency World Intellectual Property Office, headed by Deputy Director General Wang Binying, is set to attend the launch. Meanwhile, 20 universities are undergoing training in preparation for the opening of their own patent libraries called Innovation and Technology Support Offices. The trainings are going to be held on March 7 to 9 in Cebu City and March 9 to 11 in Manila. Among the universities that will open their own patent libraries are UP Manila, UST, Ateneo, Adamson, Mapua, UP Cebu, University of San Carlos, University of San Jose, Cebu Institute of Technology, and the Chamber of Commerce of Cebu. Question for the week on Inhuntahan from Dumaguete City is from Josephine Mendoza. Dear IPOPHIL, I am a co-author of a short story which I published in our school's literary folio. I want to republish the work. Do I need to ask permission from my co-author and the literary folio? The answer from attorneys Mark D. and Louis Calvario of the IPO is as follows. Do you need permission to republish? From the literary folio, no, unless there was an agreement to publish the work with them exclusively. From your co-author, yes. You may not act alone in having your work republished unless you are able to separate your contribution from hers, in which case you may publish your part of the work without her permission. This segment is sponsored by the Filipinas Copyright Licensing Society, or PhilCos. The Japan Book Publishers Association warned companies that convert paper books into e-books of possible copyright violation lawsuits. The firms digitize books by removing the spines and then scanning the pages, after which the data can be transferred onto e-readers. Although the law allows the scanning of personal copies of books for private use, the association insists that this practice violates the law because those who digitize the books are different from those who use the actual books. The number of firms that provide digitization services has increased rapidly since the iPad went on sale last year. The association believes there are currently about 60 such companies, which usually charge about 100 yen per book. Copyright concerns and e-books clashed last year when it was discovered that unauthorized digital copies of novels by Haruki Murakami and other popular Japanese authors were for sale on Apple's online store. This digitization became a hotbed of piracy, according to observers. Apple has filed an application in Europe and China for trademark services under the brand Places. Apple has applied in both regions under 4 international class categories. The categories are computer hardware, education, entertainment services, and social networking. Apple already offers a Places service in iPhoto 2009, which lets a user tag a photo with a location. Combining that with the added class of social networking, this version of Places may be another type of future service. Land Rover has officially filed a lawsuit against the Chinese-based manufacturer's use of the company's Chinese name, Luhu, which literally means land tiger. According to Land Rover, this constitutes copyright infringement. Geely registered the Luhu name in 1999, causing an uproar in the industry and confusion among consumers and the general public. Geely did not stop using the name, leading to discontent from Land Rover, who later ordered the government to prevent Geely from using the name. When we come back, the Filipino International Franchising Association talks about trademarks in franchising.
Everything we listen to, everything we watch, everything we read, everything we wear. Behind all our favorite things, there is an author, an artist, an inventor. Genuine, real, original. Pushing the limits of imagination and innovation for our comfort, our enjoyment, making life interesting. Enjoy their efforts, respect them. They help shape our world.
Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Intellectual Property. Joining me tonight are representatives from the Filipino International Franchising Association to discuss to us the importance of trademarks in franchising. First of all, we'd like to welcome you to the show, Miss Marge and Miss Lita. Welcome to Intellectual Property. Thank you for for being here, and you're going to discuss more on what's franchising, what is the Filipino International Franchising Association, and what is the relations of trademarks to the franchising business. All right, so let's start with you, Miss Marge. What is the Filipino International Franchising Association?
Okay, a Filipino Franchising Association is an association. One of the association here in the Philippines. We have like more than 300 members all over the country, and then we do also services for our members, like organizing expo for the Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao area. We negotiate also organizers for us to get a good package
deals,
for our members, and then we also do application or applying IPO trademark for our members.
For your members. So pag sinabi niyo pong 300 members ang Filipino International Franchising Association, ano po yun? Mga businesses, mga brand owners po?
It's the franchisor, mixed franchisor and franchisees.
So mix po sila. So
Yes.
kasama po dun yung mga
Franchises, yung nagpa-franchise.
Yeah, mga nagpa-franchise.
Yes.
Yan. Miss Lita, how long have you been with the Filipino International Franchising Association? Or FIFA?
As far as I could remember, siguro more than 3 years na.
For more than 3 years na po kayong nagtatrabaho for FIFA. And what sorts of